10 Cloverfield Lane is directed by Dan Trachtenberg and stars John Goodman, Mary Elizabeth Winstead, and John Gallagher Jr. This film is about a woman waking up after a car wreck in a shelter with two other men who claim the outside world is affected by a widespread chemical attack. I absolutely love the way this film is announced. It reminded me of the way I used to find out about movies as a kid, through previews on DVDs or at the theater, rather than hearing about films months or even years before they were released through the internet. It was great seeing a semi-blockbuster film being made secretly. Now, how does this film compare to its surprising promotional campaign? Well, I'd say it stacks up pretty well. I enjoyed 10 Cloverfield Lane from the start to almost the finish. First off, the build-up of this film is amazing. The suspense and atmosphere created by first-time director Dan Trachtenberg is unbelievable. The character of John Goodman is unnerving, and I constantly found myself going back and forth about whether I believe and trusted his character or not. Both actors and actress in this film are excellent, particularly John Gallagher Jr., who was in another film I watched a couple months back called Hush. As you guys know, I just reviewed that film. And he was from what I remember, he was good in that movie, and it was nothing short of amazing in this film. He was actually my favorite character. So this movie was very good, and it had me on the edge of my seat throughout until about the last 15 minutes. I get the fact that this is a blood relative to the original Cloverfield film, and with that being said, the film had to feature something monster and unhuman-like. However, my main problem with this film is that it was so good up until this point. It was well directed, it had a great enthralling story, and the acting was just fantastic. However, it just felt like this finale really fell through. The movie retracted to being sort of predictable, which is sad due to it being so unpredictable up until that point. It just felt kind of lazy and thrown in there for the sake of the Cloverfield title. Now, overall, I really did enjoy this film, and I see myself rewatching it a couple more times. Though the ending does sort of hold the movie back from being perfect, I still really enjoyed it. 10 Cloverfield Lane gets an 8.5 out of 10. Alright guys, this has been your favorite critic 26 with yet another review, and if you've enjoyed this video, please smack that like button as always, share it to your friends, and subscribe for more videos. My next review will be of the Brothers Grimsby, so look forward to that in a couple days. Alright guys, see you next time.